So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at something every Salesforce admin and developer faces: managing validation rules. Validation rules do a great job of keeping data accurate, but the real challenge comes when you have to maintain them at scale. A few rules are fine, but when the number crosses into dozens or even hundreds, managing them manually quickly turns into bottleneck. So how do we actually solve this problem? Let me walk you through a quick demo to show you how Excel Connector makes this easy. Here is a realistic example. Say your company is restructuring its sales process, the business team comes back with updated requirements, and suddenly you need to change validation rules across 4 different objects. Things like updating contact information rules, changing error messages to align with new naming standards, and even deactivating a few old rules that no longer apply. If you try doing this manually inside Salesforce setup, you will spend hours going object by object, rule by rule. So in order to download all the validation rule of your org, what exactly you need to do? Simply click on other tools. Click on manage validation rules, click on download validation rules. So here we have two options. One is open new sheet and the other one is use checkboxes to enable or disable the validation rules, right? And it is slow with large data sets. So for example, if you have tons of validation rules, so it might take some time in order to display on the screen, right? So first of all, I'm going to show both these options. What is the difference? Let me click on download. So as you can see, now we have a different sheet. My current sheet is this, but it opened in a new sheet. So these are the 5 validation rules that are already present into our org. Now let me also show you what I mean about 2 checkboxes that I checked. So I will again simply click on manage validation rules. This time what I will do, I will simply select open new sheet and not select this use checkboxes to enable or disable. Let me click on download. So this time you will see in active column you are seeing true or false, but in the second tab you will see checkboxes. So that's the only difference that you can see here. If I move to the third tab, let me just delete one of them. Totally up to you whether you want to just mark it as checkbox as true or you want to write true or false over there. Here you can see I have one more tab that I added for myself. It is basically showing me what are the changes that I need to do. So here we have some of the user stories, or you can say PBI. For example, contact rule update, rule name is phone required and the formula need to be changed. So the current formula that we need to change is this. Let me just copy this, move to my sheet, and here you can see on contact object error condition formula. What I will do, I will simply paste it here. The other change that I need to do is related with error message. So let me also paste the error message from my PBI. So what I will do, I will simply paste the error message as well. Now in the same way, I need to make changes to the other validation rules. Only need to change the error message. So I will simply copy the error message here and paste it into the sheet that I'm working on right now. So here we have the opportunity, right? So what I will do, I will simply change the error message because currently you can see close date is required. So it is quite basic error message. So what I will do, I will simply add it. Please provide a close date before saving the opportunity. That's a much better error message. Now let's move to the third update that we need to do. We need to change the error message. So let me just copy paste to the main sheet, and that is industry. So industry field is required, but the much better message is industry field is mandatory for all accounts. In the same way I am going to do with case. This is also we need to change the error message. So let me just simply copy paste in the case. We also need to do opportunity cleanup deactivate. So we have a validation rule, right? So on opportunity, that is called probability, like legacy rule to be deactivated later. So what I will do, I will simply mark it as false. These 5 are done. Select all these rows and go to other tools, go to manage validation rules and click on update selected rows. So as in the right, you can see all of them are updated. So now let me move back to Salesforce to see whether the changes are done. Let's move to validation rule, and here you can see industry field is mandatory for all accounts. So you are getting how easy it is to make change to all the validation rules just by one click. Let's see for some other object as well. Let's say opportunity, go to validation rules. So here you can see we have 2 validation rules and you can see probability GT0 is now inactive. So it is working absolutely fine. Now here is one more PBI that I can see. You need to add another validation rule, and that is called website required. So website required is the rule name. So let me just copy it. And so first of all, I need to define on which object it is, then simply paste. That is website required. Then description, so lightweight sanity check, control C. Then I need to define on which field. So I need to display this on website field. The error message, and now I will add the error conditional formula. So here is the formula that I already created for the same. Let me paste it here, and now I need to define whether it is an active validation rule or inactive validation rule. So I am going to mark it as true. Now in order to create this, what I need to do, I simply need to select this row, go to other tools and click on manage validation rule and click on update selected rows. So as soon as this is done, you can see in the operation it gets created. Now move back to, let's say, Salesforce org to see whether the new validation rules is created or not. So let's go to account and go to validation rule. Here you can see website required. So website must include a valid domain example.com. So I hope you get it and how easy it is to basically manage all the validation rules of your org. That's exactly the kind of scenario where Excel connector saves huge amount of time by letting you handle all of this in bulk. Now let's talk about some real life use cases where Excel connector really shines. Org cleanup. Suppose you inherit an org with 100 of outdated validation rules. With Excel connector, you can quickly download, review and update them in bulk. Migrating between sandboxes. Maybe you have set up some rules in a full sandbox and now need them in UAT or production. Instead of recreating them manually, you can export and import them with Excel. Bulk creation. Imagine your company introduces stricter data entry standard protocols and you need 20 to 30 new rules across accounts, contacts and opportunities. With Excel connector, you just add them in Excel and upload once. Deleting obsolete rules. If old rules are conflicting with new flows or automation, you can filter and remove them quickly. And finally, auditing. Compliance team often ask for a list of all validation rules in the org. With Excel connector. You can download everything into Excel in minutes and hand it over neatly. And the best part is Excel connector does not stop at validation rule. You can also manage fields, custom metadata, restrictions rules and even security settings all in bulk without wasting hours in setup screens. So if you are ready to save time and manage Salesforce metadata like a pro, check out Excel connector. There is a 14-day free trial available on the Salesforce App Exchange and I will drop the link in the description below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more Salesforce tips. See you in the next one. Thank you.